Okay, welcome back. We are back down here at the lake and we are going to come and check the perch trap. Now, I don't know if there's going to be anything in there or not, but I did bring some extra bait, some little bit different bait. I brought some donkey treats that we have from the house. I can't talk. I was focusing down here. I thought I seen an otter, but it was just a stick down here. But anyways, I got some donkey treats. I'm thinking that they'll kind of break up in the water like the bigger dog food does. I got my wife Rachel with me. She's gonna be my cameraman, and we're gonna pull this trap up and see. And if there is, then we know that the hot dog works. I got an extra hot dog too, which I do know the hot dogs work. I just don't know how this is gonna work with the water levels like it is, and it's just so murky right now. So we'll see. But usually when we come down here in the summertime and about this time, you can catch perch all day long along these rocks down here. So I'm hoping we'll catch at least a few. All right, here you go. See a jug line out there. Oh, we actually got some. Well, that's a good sign. And there's still some hot dogs left. All right. So I'm gonna go get the perch. So I'm gonna grab our little perch container that we keep them in. I don't really have a name for it, but that'll be some good fish bait. I don't think we're gonna fish tonight, but we'll continue this video in the next night or two. We'll come back down here and we'll do some fishing. See if we can't catch any. One bad thing walking down the boat dock, if you're the first one, you're gonna have spider webs all over you. Okay, so looks like we got all kinds of different kinds of perch or brim, whatever you call them. Oh, there's even some over there. So we got all different ones here.
Hold on.
I'm gonna try to hurry, they're gonna die, so. And here's this kind of like a little sunfish. Got some pretty colors on them. So we're gonna try to hurry up so I can get them back in the water. I think whichever kind of perch these are, I think these work pretty good. The real colorful ones, I don't think we have a lot of good luck with, but we'll try them anyways. And last year, about this time when we come down here, we actually started fishing with goldfish and we did really good. So I might have to make a trip to the bait store and get some more goldfish and try that as well. But we're definitely gonna try these perch.
How many is that?
I don't know. Let me get them back down to the water. I'm gonna set this aside. We'll come back and rebait it. Let's go get these in the water real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One short of a dozen. So we'll just drop them in there like that. There's a big one in there, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Big old perch.
That's the kind me and Kaya like to catch.
So like I said, we'll just leave them in here and then we'll have some bait now. If we want to come down here and do some catfishing. A lot of times I like to cut them up, fillet them, skin or scale them sometimes. Just, you can fish with them whole, you can put them on live, hook them through their dorsal fin. We'll show you guys when we come down here and do a video actually fishing. Maybe tomorrow night or something we'll bring the kids back and do some fishing. But let's go rebait this trap and see if we can't catch some more for tomorrow. And I told you guys there are several different kinds of perch species in this lake, but it seems like those two kinds are the ones that we're always catching down here.
What are they called?
I'm not 100% certain, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. Perch, well, they're perch or brim, whatever you want to call them, but there's different species of perch. But here's the donkey treats. This is kind of just like pressed grains and stuff. And what happens when it gets wet or soggy, it actually kind of starts breaking apart, and that brings in the perch to come in and kind of feed on it. So we'll just put some of those in there. And then of course, cheap bar-ass hot dogs I think is the best bait. You guys seen what we put in here last night. I brought some of that little dog food down here and it didn't stay in there at all because it was too small for these squares in the mesh. But hot dogs work for sure because it kind of puts off an oil and a scent, and the longer it's in there, the fish just kind of chase that down and they figure out how to get in there and eat on it, and it always catches perch. So all right, here we go. They gonna catch any?
I don't know, we'll see.
I think it will. All right, so stay tuned. I'm not gonna end this video yet. We'll come back probably tomorrow and we'll continue the video, and we'll see if we can't catch any nice blue cats. Okay, next day we're back. We got a sunny day. The lake is dropping a little bit at a time. It's dropping really slow. I don't know if we'll catch any fish tonight, but we're gonna check the perch trap. You guys seen the last footage. We put the donkey treats in here and some hot dogs, and we'll see if we got any. I don't know, with the lake going down now, I don't hear much flipping. I think there's one. I don't know, that's weird. All the hot dogs are gone, and there's only 2 perch. 2 little sunfish. So these are perfect size though. We can put these on live and have some live bait. Let them swim around live. We got the catfish rods down there already. We'll set these over here, right here. Make sure nobody trips on it. I'll just go throw them in there. I was thinking we had the mother load, so I was gonna put them in this basket, but we'll just carry them. Trying to. You never know. Actually, let's just I've got a couple different rods here. What I'm gonna do, I got this bobber on this catfish rod. This is a spinning rod. Got some like 30-pound tests on here. We're gonna put this, we're gonna hook this perch right under the dorsal fin and just let him swim around live. So
Let me get a good close-up of that so people know where.
I keep calling it perch. It's actually a sunfish.
Yes, and
go over here.
Actually 4 different.
Let's go over here and throw this one out while it's alive.
4 different species of sunfish here on Lake Hudson. We always call them perch because that's how we grew up. We always just call them.
And technically, they're not perch.
They're not perch. Perch are a completely different fish. These are sunfish.
So we'll just throw this one out there, let it do its thing. And last year I made these rod holders because Rachel, the lovely lady behind the camera here, lost one of my dad's rods. We were actually catching, we were catfishing, but we were catching hybrids on shad. And you can see the bobber out there. That little perch is doing his thing. He's already swimming around. So I don't know if you guys can see that. We'll zoom in on it here. There you go. So every once in a while, that little perch will get a burst of energy and he'll start swimming around a little bit. And that's what we want. We want those blue catfish or big flathead to come up there and looking for dinner and just take that whole fish.
And that's why you hook it behind the dorsal fin.
Yep,
like
just let him
that.
swim around. So we got the other perch down here in the basket, or sunfish, whatever, and we'll cut one of those up. We'll fillet one of those, and we'll fish with the head or the sides, and throw out these other rods. Okay, so here's the perch sunfish we caught the other night, and I'm not gonna get the biggest one. We're gonna save him for a jug line or something. But this one right here, he looks like a good one. We'll take this one and we'll cut some sides off of him and put him on the hook and throw him out there. Nope.
Oh, Kevin.
You were distracting me with the camera. What we're gonna do with that one is throw that one back and let him live another life. And
Little sucker.
we'll cut this one up.
He wanted to live.
I guess so.
Real bad. It wasn't his day.
Nope. So I'm gonna fillet this one. I'm not gonna show this on camera because they don't like the red stuff. So let me get this thing filleted up, and then we'll show you guys throwing this out and see if we can't catch some. Okay, first choice here is going to be just a fillet of that perch. I like to leave the scales on because naturally when these blue catfish and flatheads eat the live bait, they're predator fish. When they eat the live bait, they inhale the bait fish, in this instance this bluegill, sunfish, whatever you want to call it, and they use their teeth and they kind of scrape off the scales. It's a weird deal, but anyways, I'm gonna leave that on there to mimic it being 100% natural, even though it is. I don't scale them or nothing else, I just got it filleted. We'll throw that out there and we'll let it sink to the bottom.
So last year we were down here catching hybrids where Kevin didn't finish his story. So I had actually caught, I think, a catfish. We were all down here and there was a catfish on one of my rods.
And Caleb caught something.
One of the kids caught something. So I had a fish on, and then I was trying to help one of the kids, and then I laid my rod down.
And a hybrid grabbed it and ran off with it.
So it's somewhere in the lake.
Yeah. So next one, this is the whole fish that I just filleted. I got one side off, and the other side is all intact. Pretty much it's the head and one side. And we'll throw this out here. Let this boat go by. And like I said, the lake's going down. Usually when the lake's going down, the fish don't bite real well, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. We had the evening off, so just kind of launch that out there. We'll let them sink to the bottom, like I said, and now we just play the waiting game. Get my slack out of here.
Now, what kind of catfish are we trying to catch?
We're trying to catch blue catfish. We have this lake has blue catfish, they have flathead, and then channel cat. And that's the three primarily fish that people fish for here that they like to consume. And then they have a fish called a bullhead catfish. Usually you find them in the ponds and some creeks and stuff around here, and they're more of a catfish that only gets about this big. Some of them get a little bigger, but around here that's about how big they are. And I've never eaten one. They don't get that big, but they're really good bait fish. You can actually use them to catch bigger blues and flatheads. So most generally on the live bait here we catch blue catfish. If you use any of like the stink bait, worms, stuff like that, you'll catch more of the channels. And we don't hardly keep any channels unless we're doing like a huge fish fry or something. We usually throw back the channels because we generally just like to keep the blues and the flatheads if we catch any. So,
and I've got some pictures I'll throw up here of the different species of sunfish that we use, and then the different species of catfish that's found here on this lake. But there's all kinds of fish in this lake. There's bass, there's crappie, there's hybrids. It's actually a really good fishing lake. So
This little sunfish was actually swimming all over, getting in my other line. So
we grew up fishing this lake.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this a lot deeper. I didn't realize how shallow it was.
Both of our families did a lot of fishing, so we grew up fishing this lake. And
yeah, if the lake was normal right now, last year at this time we were catching a bunch of crappie right here under our dock. We got some artificial trees, some PVC pipe trees in here. We got them tied to the dock, and last year it really brought in the spawning crappie, and they stayed here because generally it's about, on average, 10 to 12 feet under this dock, and right now it's up like, I don't know, 8 foot or something. But that, when they raise and lower the lake all the time, when the flood, it always messes up the natural spawn of the crappie. All right, so we got that about 4 foot from the top now. We'll let that sunfish swim around and see if we can't get something come out. So we're gonna let these sit here, and we'll come back if we get any bites or get one on. Okay, so I actually just pulled the camera out because the eagles are chasing each other, but we just got a bite on this rod, so that was pretty good timing. On there?
no, just bite.
Oh well, just leave it there then. Where'd the eagles go?
That
That was
way.
crazy. I pulled the camera out of my pocket just in time to get the eagles. There was actually 3 of them, and they were like arguing, and then we got a bite on the oh, there's an eagle feather floating down right there.
I see that.
Can't touch it. Well, we got a bite. That's the first bite we got since we've been here. You sure it ain't on there? Take a couple of reels on it. And then reel the slack out and put it back.
It bit it again.
It did?
There goes a duck. There's 2 more ducks.
Yeah, they said.
I don't know where the eagles went.
I don't either. They don't want to mess with the eagles because the eagles eat them suckers. I don't know where they went either. It's pretty interesting watching the eagles kind of fight.
Yeah, they were chasing each other.
All right, we're going to set this rod back in there and see if that fish will come back and bite it again. All right, the fish is back, or something's back, messing with it. We're just waiting for it to take it. It might just be a little guy, though. It's the rod on the right. There he goes. He's nibbling on it, smelling of it. Come on, fish. Maybe he didn't like the perch.
Really?
Are you
Hold on.
Are you kidding?
Hold on.
So we heard a noise.
Hold on, and now it got off.
Did it get off?
Yeah, it's off.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
the bait.
We weren't paying attention. We threw this one in behind us with that perch swimming around, and something actually came and got it. And Rachel said, "Hey," I said, "Hold on, let me get the camera." Well,
He told me to hold on, and I.
all right, let me go get some more bait.
So Kevin made me lose the
Dang it. Well,
monster.
that's promising at least. Is he on there? Oh yeah, got him. Finally. Oh, I think he got off. Dang it. We're gonna end up getting skunked tonight.
Didn't do the first time.
He got off.
We never said we were pro fishermen, did we?
No, we're just having fun. Oh, I still got the bait though. That's on the sunfish fillet.
Whoa.
Dadgummit. Well, he about got the bait, but he didn't. So this hook's a little smaller than I like, but dadgummit, it felt like a good one too. Oh well, throw it back out there and try it again. Well, at least we got another bite. Alright, so we are ending the night skunked. We had one on here, don't know what it was for sure. It could have been a bass for all we know. Had one on there. I didn't let it swallow the hook. I thought it was on there and it was not. Reeled it in too quick. But anyways, we are going home empty-handed, which is fine. This is really the first night of the year that we've been out and been able to enjoy fishing. And tomorrow we might come back, and my dad's supposed to get some goldfish sometime, so we might be back tomorrow, and we'll give that a try. I got to get some more of my rods prepared, and then Kaya's actually over there trying to catch us some bait. She's over there somewhere catching some perch. You can't hardly see her.
She walked up the wall.
Or catching bluegill. I can't. It's just a habit. Like Rachel said, it's what we grew up with, calling them perch, and technically they're not perch. We know that, but sunfish. You guys know what I'm talking about, anyways. But yep, we are. Sun's about gone. I still got to get home and edit another video for the other channel. So, anyway, stay tuned. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If we come back down here tomorrow, we might film and see if we can't have any luck with the goldfish. I do know that the bluegill fillets was working, but we didn't catch any. So, okay. So before we end the video, Kaya is gonna bring us some bait. What do you got us? Whoa! Look at that. Now that's some good sunfish. Those are big ones. Those will make some good fillets for bait. And you kept them alive. Good job. What'd they bite on?
Worms.
Worms? Cool. All right. So,
good job, Kyle.
So anyways, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Get out of here while we still got some daylight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow we'll try to come back. Hopefully we'll have some goldfish tomorrow. And we'll give it a try with the goldfish and see if that don't do the trick. Like I said, the water's going down. It is supposed to rain again tomorrow night. So we might come down tomorrow. I got to come down and mow and stuff in the morning probably. But Kaya's going to transport the bait into the container. The only bad thing I noticed on this container is I've lost a few of the sunfish that we originally caught because I think this lid. But
good job, Kaya.
I don't think the big ones. Yeah, she's loading up all kinds of bait for us.
She was over there on the other walkway.
So Rachel and Kaya actually have been kayaking down there the last year or so, and they found a sweet spot for catching these bluegill and sunfish. So, but anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Like I said, don't know. Hopefully tomorrow we'll come back down here and do some fishing. We might video it, and we'll throw another video up. And if not, maybe
we cannot end on it being.
No, we're gonna end the video right here, but stay tuned for a future video, and we got to redeem ourselves. So, like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.